Hello, everybody. This is Waldorf.
It's a Statler.
And today we have Battle Report 104.
104.
I'm supposed to say 104, and you're supposed to say that.
Exactly.
This is...
You're moving on my shtick.
I am.
Just for that, I'm going to say Beta 2.0.
Fine, then. All right. So we have Orcs and Goblins versus the Dread Elves at Huzzah Hobbies, which is our primary gaming store.
There you go. So we got the Pooh Pizza versus the Pizza Knife. Pizza Cutter, whatever
Pizza
you call
cutter?
it. Yes.
Pizza Knife? Okay. Again, this is first published 2.0 battle. Right? So, Orcs and Goblins. I have an Orc War Boss with Destiny's Call. This is the one that sets your armor to 4-up and gives you a 4-up Aegis save. Make sure I get the word right. He has paired weapons. He has the Shady Shankin enchantment on the paired weapons. This gives you lightning reflexes.
Okay. +1 to hit.
And +1 attack. No, sorry. Gives you lightning reflexes, +1 to hit, yes. And if you're in a combat, it lets you, if you're in a challenge,
a
duel, it gives you reroll to wound.
Okay.
And in addition to that, he has the Troll Flask, which gives you an additional attack at initiative 0, which always hits and causes a Strength 5 AP 10 hit.
And you got this clarified that this is an additional attack. It's not in place of.
That's what I was told.
Okay.
Then we have an Orc Chief as the BSB, who has paired weapons and an item that you'll be seeing rather often, the Hero's Heart.
Yes, in every army.
Because this sets your Strength at 5 and your AP at 3,
Yep.
minimum. If you somehow get above that, that's okay. He also has heavy armor and the Ghostly Guard armor, which this adds 2 to his armor value as long as it's not a magical weapon, magical attack.
Right.
And then it does nothing for you.
I think you'll see Ghostly Guard a good amount also.
I don't know. I wasn't that thrilled.
Well, it's nicer as somebody who's going to sit back and shoot.
Right. An Orc Shaman who is a master of shamanism. He has a magical heirloom, which gives you the hereditary spell in addition to whatever other spells you have.
Right, and you got a good one.
And since he's an Orc with 2 attacks already, I gave him paired weapons, so he has 3 attacks at base strength 4, but on the first round he goes to 5. So, getting 3 for like 5 points, getting 3 strength 5 attacks out of your shaman is not too shabby.
But you can give him a weapons enchantment.
What's that? No, I did not. No. I'm not going to spend that on a mage that I don't want to be fighting anyway. Then I have the Cave Goblin Chief on a Cave Gnasher, Shield, Lance, and the Pan of Protection Pension. Same as before. Same effectiveness as he always been. He's gone up about 20 points, which probably puts him in the much more reasonable cost band because he was way too cheap before. Something I'm trying here, 30 common goblins with musician standard, hand weapon, and shield. 39 common orcs with full command, hand weapon, and shield. And 26 common orc Ed Bashers, full command, spear, and shield. And I gave them the Green Tide banner so they can fight in an extra rank. So spears give them fight an extra rank, and then the Green Tide banner will add an additional rank to that being able to be fighting.
It's a lot of ranks.
It is, and the Green Tide banner is the Orc and Goblin only item.
Right.
5 common Goblin Raiders with light lance, bow, and shield. 24 Gnasher Herd. 2 Gargantulas and 2 Git Launchers with Overseers.
2 Git Launchers.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm way overloaded in core, but this is just something I just felt like trying.
Sure,
out.
you wanted to see how with the
Want
new
to see
rules,
what the common orcs do.
if you could fight with orcs or not.
Right. And I was playing Dread Elves.
This font is not looking very dread.
It's not? No. Okay. All right. He had a captain, who was a BSB, on a raptor. He has that Hero's Heart item.
Look at that.
And he had the Terrifying Visage. Or Visage,
whatever it is.
You call it. Anyway, and then the Wizard was his general. He's a master of cosmology. With Destiny's Call, again, the 4-up armor. 40 Dread Legionnaires.
That's
Dread Legionnaires. Yes.
Yep.
Full command and spears.
Spears. A lot of spearmen.
19 repeater auxiliaries. Full command.
One
Banner
unit.
of discipline.
Okay.
Here's the deadly one. 10 Dread Knights. Full command with the Banner of Blood. 30 Dread Judges. That name has got to go. This unit did have full command, now that I think about it. Two Dread Reapers. A Hydra.
I am the law.
Nice job with that one. It's off the cuff, too.
Yeah. I am the law.
With a Hydra and a Kraken. So, my opponent decided just to drop his entire army. We were playing Hold the Center. We actually rolled up a random scenario, and he rolled 2 1s. So
Okay.
For scenario and objective. So
There we go.
There we go. This scenario is slightly different than before. You know, as you know, it's whoever holds the center for the most turns, not just the end turn. So he was running the big weird monster up here on the top left as his Kraken. See the big green guy
Yeah.
up here?
Is that his, or did he borrow that from our other friend?
This is him.
Oh, okay.
This is our other friend that uses this for Skaven Abomination.
Oh, yes.
These are the Dread.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Oh, you thought it was a different player?
I thought it was a different player.
Ah.
Okay.
These are the Dread Judges.
That explains things. Okay. I
Um,
am the law.
big giant unit of these guys.
Uh-huh.
There's 12 of them with a BSB in there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 11 and a BSB.
Right.
So I guess it was 11, not 10. I put on the previous.
BSB?
The BSB is in there.
Did you have a BSB? Oh, the
He
wizard
had a
was a general?
The wizard is his general.
Oh, okay.
These are his big, huge unit of spearmen. Dread Reaper. There's another one back
Hiding
here.
back there, yeah.
Crossbowman with his mage general.
Uh-huh.
And a Hydra.
Okay.
And you can see my stuff laying down here. The the Nasher herd, I think, is going to be okay 8 wide to go with the new horde formation.
It's got all attacks up front, and
Yes, I mean this unit with 24 models puts out 32 attacks. Weapon skill 4, strength 5. It's a really,
it is. It's tough, though. But if it loses, it's dead.
but it's a complete glass cannon.
Yeah.
So these guys, the 30 hand weapon shield goblins, the big unit of hand weapon, almost 40 hand weapon shield orcs with the mage in the front corner, shamanism, BSB general, and the remaining 20, I think it was 26 total.
Something like that.
Ed bashers with spears, and 2 big spiders. What's that? Get launcher, and another one down here in the bottom left.
Right.
So there you go. And his army, just to get there's my left. Oh, and I forgot the guy on the far right, the Cave Nasher.
Ah, yes. Can't forget him.
Cave Goblin on the Nasher. There's the left side. And on his side, like I said, the model on the left is the Kraken.
Yep. Unleash the Kraken.
Dread Judges.
I am the law.
The rest of his army. And you can see his mage sitting right here in this, almost the center of this army right there. In this unit.
Okay. All right.
Right there. Anyway.
And another Kraken.
That one's the Hydra.
Oh, Hydra.
Yeah,
Sorry. Oh, so he had Hydra and a Kraken. Sorry.
Correct. So he had first turn, and
Look, his monster.
what's that?
His monster's looking the wrong way.
His monster overreaches that base by quite a bit.
Yes, he had some issues with some swords poking him.
So he ends up having to turn that around backwards all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so they advanced just down off the hill. Everyone else moved slightly, not much at all. I think the auxiliaries may not have moved at all.
Oh, then that Reaper's actually on the hill. All right.
Yeah, it was on the back corner of the hill,
Okay.
so he could see over it. So we rolled dice. We've just so you'll know, we made up this little. Actually, I made up this little magic card, so we don't have to deal with cards.
Right.
So we roll it, and you can see a D8 right there on the bottom corner. And we actually put a little area for veil storage on it as well, so you could know how many veil tokens you were storing from turn to turn.
Right.
Less chance of them getting lost. So as we go through, you mark off which one we've used. And, it's a black and white printing. We just print them up. So, there you have it. First spell he cast I stopped something, then he got another one off. I tried to dispel it, could not. It was the Cosmology spell that causes a strength 3 hit to everyone in the unit.
Ah, okay.
Well, this unit is extremely susceptible to that, as they have no armor at all.
But the resistance 3.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he killed 10 of me, which actually was slightly lower than half.
Yes.
Which, he should have got 50%. But anyway, just ugly. The crossbowmen open up and just pick off 4 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not why it was bothering shooting at goblins. So bottom of turn, I need a 9 to get in. These guys are movement 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'll go in and just...
Die?
I've got 16, I've got like 22 attacks out of this unit right now.
You're starting at his initiative 4?
I'm going to go in at 5,
so
which will go to simultaneous.
Yeah.
Which I'm saying, okay, well, I might as well sacrifice him, because if he charges me, he's going to kill me without anything.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
And they roll an 8. So I needed to roll a 9, they got an 8.
Looks like they rolled 11 to me.
Well, you can't use all 3 dice.
Details.
Unless you're in cosmology.
Yes.
The rest of my army just moved up, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to that. Oh, there's the raiders come over here to the side.
Yep.
Nothing, threatening. Rolled a 4 for the magic, which was 5 dice, 7 veil tokens. And then we start shooting.
So nothing happened.
Nothing effective.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I had a lot of spells that weren't really good unless, I had combat-based spells for a lot of my stuff. First, Get Launcher fires. He knocks off 2 raptors, which is a nice start.
Yeah. This is a good game to have Get Launchers.
It's a good game, except the other one missed.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting on the first turn, start of the second turn, the raptors decide to charge into my goblins.
Okay.
And the goblins want no part of that. He tried to redirect into my orcs and failed. The big block of orcs on the right.
Some bad luck.
And failed, correct. Yeah. Well, they've already moved their distance in this one, so it was... he needed...
he failed in the distance, not on the redirect.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
He made the redirect and failed on distance.
Okay, I'm sorry, misunderstood.
Yeah,
all right.
Sorry. So that was it. And the turn 2 should have been moved.
Yes, in the wrong spot.
That slide should have been moved in the other way.
So now we have the bottom of turn
Now,
2.
the Goblin Raiders, because of their presence, you can see the Kraken decides to go to the other side of the board.
Exactly.
It's very terrified of them.
And the Dread Executioners,
The
Dread Judges.
Dread Judges. You can see they're missing one because that was the Goblin Archery that did that.
I see.
Which terrified the Kraken, which forced it to run away.
And the Dread Archers ran away from them too, so it's like
no one wants anywhere near them.
Absolutely, just very intimidating.
So they came forward.
Looks like there's a hex or
there is a
augment
hex.
on it.
I did hex them. That is why they decided not to charge, because one of the spells I did get off was to reduce their initiative by 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I guess not. I'm using shamanism in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I did. I got the. They did not charge me because I got the. What's the spell that calls you the dangerous terrain checks?
Oh, okay.
I got the dangerous terrain checks off on that.
Okay.
Whatever. I cannot think of the name of that.
I can't
spell
think of it at the
already.
moment either. Even though it hasn't changed.
And I did not have cards made up for this, so you're not
right. Okay.
seeing cards played yet, because I was trying shamanism.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see me try witchcraft next.
Yeah.
Just trying different things.
Okay.
A lot of things I'm just trying something new to see how it works out. Magic phase number 2. During his magic phase, he kills off another 6 of these. He did not get the same spell off, but he has a 2d6, the hereditary spell for them.
Right.
Is 2d6 strength
5?
3 or 4 hits.
All those was.
No, it's
Oh,
2d6.
no. Oh, that's the other guys that have the strength 5. Yeah, the Vermin Swarm.
As a hereditary?
Yeah, it's their thing, right? Yeah.
Okay. But he does get the strength 3 hit off on everybody in the unit, and kills 8 orcs.
Okay.
Ed bashers at that.
Yeah.
Which was above.
Yeah.
It's about a third, right?
About a third, yeah.
So it's probably about
slightly,
right.
Yeah. Yeah, 26 is slightly under, so.
Yeah, and I may have saved 1 or 2 from armor, because I do have a 5-up.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, still just disgusting that spell is beating.
Now you can see a lot more effective magic missiles in version 2.
So yeah, shot me down. Then I mean the magic. Then he starts shooting with his auxiliary crossbows and his bolt throwers, Dread Reapers, and the unit is now gone. And this one guy out front is the one that's alive.
Okay.
So he killed me down to one.
All right.
But as I've said before, if they're chaff, one's just as good as five.
Yeah, yeah.
So here on this side, he fired with his Reaper on the hilltop, killed 3 out of 5 of the Wolf Raiders, the Goblin Raiders. But I rolled a 5 and made my panic check, stuck around. And I do have 2 out of 5, so I do not have to make a decimated check with this unit. Got that going for me. Comes up my turn. Bottom of turn 2, and I declare a charge with the Orcs, hand weapon and shield Orcs, into the big unit
into the knights?
of Raptors.
Yeah.
Dread Knights.
Dread Knights, yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Well, you got ranks.
I got lots of ranks. I got a charge.
He should be stuck there a while. Till he
I got
gets
a
you in
lot
the
of
flank.
strength 4 hits on the charge, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The purple spider decides to go into the crossbowman.
Okay.
You can't see.
The Reapers.
You missed it. Yeah, the Reaper auxiliaries or whatever. But the mage general has taken a run for it and moved over to this
I
unit.
want to be something a little more viable.
Yeah,
Combat viable.
He at least saw that coming, so got out of their way. So the purple spider is going into the crossbowman. The orange spider is trying a long charge into the Hydra.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't really need it.
Not the
there.
flank of the crossbowman. Okay.
I mean, it would roll that unit up in a turn instead, which is probably not a bad idea. But
Because then you would pursue towards the spearman and the flank.
Yeah, that probably would have made more sense. Anyway, the 2 remaining raiders charge into the Reaper.
Not sure that's going to go well.
He only has 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Got that going for me. But they only hit on 2s. So.
Yeah.
So the orcs make it in. Purple spider makes it in, but the orange spider does not.
Does not. Okay.
He fails miserably. So inches forward. My goblins, on the other hand, rally. They are within 12 of the general and BSB.
Okay.
So they rally and get ready to come back into the fight. And after that, the spearmen, Ed Bashers, move forward into the field. Not that it's going to help them much, but they'll move into it. At least I'm not flammable anymore. So that's the end of the movement. Going on, we go into magic. I rolled 1, which is 4 dice, 3 veil, I think. Or no, I rolled the 8, which is 7 and 7. What do we got? We've got we did some, I forgot what spell we cast on the Dread Knights. Got something off on them. Over here, we go to the combat. We caused no wounds. He caused no wounds. Stick around. My hand weapon and shield Orcs charged into the unit of Dread Knights and did a single wound. A single wound. How's that for impressive?
Well, they are strength 3.
Oh,
Strength 4 on the charge.
They are strength 4 on a charge. But anyway, single wound. He did, on the other hand...
And you had how many attacks?
He did 11 back to me. I only had 12 or 11 or so. Plus the mage.
Because you have 2 ranks and you...
Yeah, it's 9, 10 attacks from orcs.
Yeah.
And then another 3 strength 5 from the mage. So it's, I mean, it's not a lot, believe me.
And your weapon skill, your offensive skill 3.
Yeah, I'm hitting him on 4s.
And you're hitting on 4s, yeah.
Right. And he's hitting me on 4s.
Yeah, because you have a short
and
and
shield.
board. Yeah.
Yeah, but he still killed 11 of them, hitting me on 4s.
Yeah.
Which is rather ugly.
Well, his character was hitting you on 2s, right?
I believe. Well, I don't know.
Didn't he have a hand weapon with the hero's heart?
He did.
Double hand?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, so we ignore your parry.
All right. Elsewhere, you can see I've moved the last remaining Nasher up to
Chaff these guys.
chaff up the
In the
judges.
flank.
Because, they are judges. The spider goes in and only did 5 wounds in the first round of combat.
Wow.
It's a very big disappointment. Not thrilled at all with that. Took a wound back. I think that might have been earlier from a shooting attack or something. Moving on to turn 3. That's what we look like. That's a dead guy. The raptor the Dread Knight sitting out there in the field. He refused to take off his dead one. He didn't want to believe he lost one.
He's a straggler.
So the Dread Judges
I am the law.
charge the Nasher. His Hydra decides to come in at my Orange Spider since I couldn't make it to him. He's going to try to make it to me. He needs to roll a 9. Makes it this over here, and of course fails it on this side.
Okay, which is good for you.
Which is really good for me. I was okay with him charging as well.
And the Spearman didn't charge anybody.
Spearman did not charge anybody. Well, they have a problem of having the mage up front.
Were they in the front or the flank of your orc block?
They're in the front of my orc block on the left.
Huh.
They were, because I think they moved up a little bit, you know, in this picture. They could not, I think he was considering going into the side of my spider and could not make the wheel.
Right.
Because of the problem with this unit on the other sides of him. But anyway, so.
Yeah, I figured, looks like he moved forward.
He ended up moving forward.
Oh, because he could have charged, I guess, into these orcs and at least set the combat res in his favor.
Yeah, but I don't think he's worried about it.
Mm-hmm. Just get rid of him.
Because he's got the Dread Judges off to the left. They're getting ready to finish something up.
Right.
And I think he would rather them stay there so that when the Dread Judges hit him in the flank, they can overrun. Get him into the fight more quicker. Anyway, the way he is now, I don't think this unit can wheel around my own spider to get to him.
Yeah, spider's in the way, and yeah.
So I think he's covered himself fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Moving on. It's still there. Go to Magic, and he ends up with, I don't know, 10 dice to my 7.
Rolled a 1.
Was that?
To me, that means he rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1, correct. Yeah. You know, minor. Not a big deal at all. He gets the Strength 3 spell off again.
Right.
This time it only kills 2.
Underperforms.
But he follows that up with another one.
Okay.
It may have been the other. I think it's the other way around.
Okay.
He got off both the Strength 3 and the Magic Missile.
Oh, okay.
This may have been the Magic Missile.
Couldn't stop everything?
Not sure. No, I can't stop everything because I'm more worried about his.
I mean, you can't stop everything. That's kind of how the magic phase works now.
Last phase. Sorry. Last phase, I forgot to mention. I cast the Totemic Summons.
Oh, okay.
And I looked around
and short of models?
And I did not have a 40mm model. I didn't bring a troll.
So you chose to use the one army.
So I was like, who's got a 40mm figure? So he says, I've got a gyrocopter.
So you
Thank you.
A dwarf thing for the support your orcs and goblins.
Thank you. So that's the.
I think I just wouldn't have cast a spell at that point.
It was worth it to me because I think it's his.
It is
his.
It is his. Yeah.
Anyway, so surprisingly, the judges.
Can't believe he won that fight.
The judges blow out the remaining Nasher. I call this round. I'm Strength 3 this round.
Oh, you hexed him or something.
Yeah, he's the -1 to hit, I believe.
Okay.
So I caused 3 hits, and he rolled 3 ones. He failed all 3 armor saves.
And we know how Yahtzees can hurt you.
It was pretty amazing. So he was not thrilled. He did a bunch of wounds back to me, and I stayed.
Still won the combat. Okay.
Elsewhere, the spider finally did perform as he should, and killed the killed the legion. What are they? Auxiliaries, auxiliary
Dread Reapers?
crossbows. What Dread Reapers?
Oh, Dread. No, that's the
auxiliary.
Yeah, Dread
repeaters.
auxiliary repeaters. I don't know. Dread something.
Knocked him all the way down to 2. I think he killed 10 or something that turn.
Okay.
And let him run away. Not interested in chasing him. It did turn a bit so I can go wherever I want to out this way,
right?
Including into this unit, the unit of spears. There we go. Goblins on the hill.
Oh my gosh!
Were with the 3 rounds of combat, he hit me all 6 times. Never caused a wound.
Or didn't get to your armor.
No, never even had to make an armor save.
Couldn't even get a wound off.
Could not get a wound off.
Wow.
So they reformed. So since they're on the hill, they can see anything.
Right.
They're reformed so they can go along the left side of that kraken. To get to go left and then turn right into the whatever that is.
Looks like he turned the thing around to shoot at your.
He turned around to shoot at the Totemic Summons and put the 2 wounds you see back there on it.
Okay.
He wasn't thrilled with it coming in behind him. But that's the overall going into the bottom of 3.
All right.
Yep, there you have it. So the spider declares its charge into the spearman. Because where I am, I'm not going to be able to wheel completely in. So I'm not going to get all files of him.
So he's going to have to line up to you.
No. I'll hit him and get in his front.
Oh, you're in the front still. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in his front. So we'll do that. What is this? The Goblins on the Hill need a 17, which is only an 8, but it's 17 inches away. They declare the charge into the other Dread Reaper. And the hero on the Cave Gnasher and the Orange Spider both go into the Hydra. Because with the charge, I'll be going before it, and I'm thinking I got a decent chance of killing it off before it even attacks. Okay, moving on. So, of course, everything's making the charge. He put a wound on my mage last turn. There you have that. The Wolf Riders also made their charge. They needed, like I said, it was 17, so they only needed an 8. They got into the Dread Reaper as well as the Totemic Summons with 2 wounds on it. Charged it as well with the random movement and got in.
Oh, it's the crew.
So they're double teaming.
Next
I thought it was a mage at first. I was like, how did he get out there?
Yeah.
Anyway, and like I said, the other 2 guys made it in over there on the Hydra. So it's looking...
He's not touching the Hydra.
He can't. His legs are a problem. So we go to Magic, which I don't, again, not a major effect, anything. Both the Get Launchers fire at the same target and maximize their output and do 10 wounds to the judges.
Okay.
10 out of, I'm sorry, 8. 8 out of a top, They do D3 plus 1.
Right.
They both rolled max and both all wounded. Pretty awesome. When these things are on, they're on.
Yeah, believe me, I know that.
You're just lucky they don't do the D6 anymore.
Yeah.
So cleared off the Dread Reaper. Dread Reaper? Yeah, whatever it's called. The Totemic Summons overran and got into this fight.
Oh, it's actually there. Okay.
Yeah, again, it's the snout, the flame cannon won't get close. We hexed him.
I'm sorry, back up. What were your thoughts as far as where you lined him up? I was just curious to get into the flank of the...
As an option, yeah. I don't think that unit's going anywhere this turn.
Okay.
Because
but if he ran, you'd run him that way?
But if he does, I can force him straight back. Or I can go to the left, whichever way.
Okay.
In any case, the spider's not getting into anything unless it can make it to that Kraken.
Right.
And I really don't want my spider on the Kraken.
Yeah.
Kraken seem to be very good against monsters.
A few high strength attacks.
Multi-wound.
Yeah.
So down here...
well, you hexed him.
We did hex him. Can't figure out... Oh, I'm hexing him. This guy I hexed with the hereditary spell.
Okay.
So we hated him.
Okay. Because
I want to get rid of him before he goes.
Right.
And we do.
Okay.
So he never even gets to attack.
Oh, wow.
And we crush him through. Kill him, and...
Yeah, reroll with lots of strength 5 and strength 6 attacks is a good thing.
It's really good. I'm finding that out.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, you can see there's a better picture there. He finally turned the gyrocopter sideways so it would fit. So over here,
killed the mage.
Dread Knights killed the mage and another 6 orcs.
Yeah.
Might as well be goblins at this point. Moving into the bottom of turn 4. No, that was me. So it's the top of turn 4.
Might as well be. They fill the same role in the army.
So the judges come into the flank. Finally tired of them tying up his his Dread Knights.
Yeah.
They're going into the flank there. On the last turn, I believe... Yeah, I don't think I see him. It's hard to tell. The spider... There's not very much damage on that unit of spears. The spider threw every attack it had into the
Did you kill
mage.
that bolt thrower?
Yes, we killed the next bolt thrower too.
Wow.
Because that's where the shaman ran. The Totemic Summons ran over.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm
So
sorry. Yeah.
he came and helped the other.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes.
Although the 2 elves did go first, they did swing at the goblins, and they did fail to wound them again.
Okay.
So he was 0 for 8 on wounding.
Wow.
So,
Hey, somebody still left.
it didn't do quite as much damage as he was expecting, but it was close. So yeah, he ate that unit.
I assume he was blocked from a spearman to get to the spider.
He was the spearman who's going to hit the spearman first, so he elected to reform. And you can see him. He's not pulling off casualties. He's reforming. He's just reforming to a different formation.
Okay.
So there you have that. He's brought in the Kraken into the gyrocopter, knowing he should blow right. It's got 1 wound left. Even if it didn't, he should blow right through it and get into the spider.
Right.
And he does that combat first, of course, and does get into the spider.
Okay.
One thing you will notice,
he's doing a butt attack.
What I meant to mention last round is the spider put all of its attacks into the mage.
Oh, and killed the mage off.
And made sure to kill the mage.
Yeah, that's a wise thing to do.
I had to put the goblin attacks as well. The spider failed to kill it on his own.
I think mage assassination is back to being important again.
It's extremely important.
The way magic now works.
Because he's getting off 2 spells.
Yeah.
1 or 2 spells a turn.
Yeah, especially with scary magic armies if you can get to them.
So again, I crushed him. He rolled terrible in the Kraken. Only did 2 wounds. Only got 1 hit through, and it multiplied to 2.
Oh, okay.
So fine with me. So the brave goblins, it's their turn. They need an 11. They're going to charge the judges, the dread judges.
Yeah, why not? They're only toughness 3.
Something's got to tie them up for a while. I'm not planning on killing them. I just want to sit in front of them for a little bit.
It'll tie them up for at least 2 rounds.
So they make it. The Ed Bashers move forward into the field and get blurry from that.
Yes.
What you might not have noticed is there's 1 missing because the general has charged out into the unit of spears to help out.
Ah, and you've put a line of raiders behind there in case he runs?
No. Yes, so the two raiders have gone and blocked the entire unit. So he has to take the
dangerous terrain for the whole unit? Yeah.
Whoever survives this, if they do run...
Who put the wound on your hopper?
I think I did in the woods.
Oh, okay.
I think the woods did it to me.
Okay, and your spider is turned to face.
And my spider is turned around to get back into the fight. He's positioned in a way where he can charge past the rear of this unit if he needs to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, these are the little things that have hurt me in the past that I'm learning slowly.
What's that?
The positioning of models that seemingly are not important, but are.
Yeah.
So anyway, just something over the years, it just slowly comes to you.
Well, that's the thing of the game is you got to think about where your opponent's going to be next turn.
Correct.
Or I see a lot of people, I've made this mistake myself, is you forget what turn you're on.
Right.
Like something's stuck in combat, and is your opponent going to get an extra turn off because he's going to win a fight and all of that? So, yeah, where you face your guys, you always have to think ahead.
Agreed. There we have that. That's where everybody got to. We start chopping away.
That's a lot of chopping.
This time we do a lot. He's only done... I had 3 wounds on me previously.
Yeah.
This time the Kraken puts another 4 on me.
Wow, okay.
1 short of keeling over.
Was that 2 at double, or was that 1 at 3?
It was 4 more this turn.
No, I mean, did he do 2? Because
I'm not sure how many he did. D3 apiece.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he did it to me, but I know I was thrilled at the result.
At the result that you're still half alive.
But he is still... This unit is still steadfast.
Yeah.
Albeit at a -1 leadership because of the fear. And the unit, I think, stood and the Kraken fled.
Okay.
Because the Kraken was not steadfast.
Right.
So yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
Elsewhere, the Goblins, surprisingly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only lost 9. Of course, there's a few less, but
Yeah.
only lost 9. Where the Orcs lost 11 on the first round of combat.
And you had what? 10 attacks, 11 attacks.
I had 10. I don't have a champion in there, so it's
20
10
points
attacks
is,
back, and I
20
managed
points
to
is a
kill.
bit ridiculous for goblins.
Looks like I got lucky and killed 3.
It's like you have to kill 3 guys. Yeah.
Which was pretty amazing.
Yeah, because you hit on 5 on those guys, don't you?
I was hitting them on 5s.
Yeah.
Correct. The Dread Reapers are over there. Everything else. Moving on to turn 5. There's no magic left. Top of turn 5, he looks around at the situation. And I missed a picture, so I had to draw this.
Okay.
So the Dread Knights charge across into my...
And they don't care about charging through fields anymore, so he can do that.
Fields are no longer a problem for him. So he's going to charge into that unit. And the reason I drew it was because I missed a shot.
Okay.
They charged in and just eliminated the unit.
Okay.
I mean, just killed it to a man.
And did you kill one guy or not?
I don't think I killed one.
Okay. And his
I think he killed me to a man, and I never got any attacks.
Okay, yeah, he's down 1, I see, yeah. And the Kraken looks like he didn't rally for him.
The Kraken did not rally,
Okay.
and I was thrilled with that.
And how's this fight go?
The only thing now I'm regretting, remember what I said about placing units?
Yes.
Had I looked at the situation, getting less of these guys to run through me and having the Wolf Riders face towards the back of the board would have been much smarter.
Yeah.
Because I could have pushed him off.
Yeah.
Again, it's just that placement. I tell you one thing, I think about it with the Orange Spider and then kind of blew it with the Wolf Riders. But anyway, so there you have that. He only manages to kill 5 of me this turn. Of course, I didn't kill any of him.
Yeah.
But my general's right there, and I am steadfast.
Okay.
Because he does only have 4 in this back rank.
Okay. Now's the spear
He
fight
wanted
go.
to shorten his frontage last turn, but has to keep 7.
Right, because you're 5 wide.
Yeah, because he couldn't gain the extra rank by putting
Looks
it
like this didn't go well for him.
So we butcher them, and we did put a wound on my general. He did not put any more wounds on my spider. My spider still has 1 left.
Okay.
And his guy ran, and I think 3 ran.
I was going to ask you how many
And
actually...
I think it only killed 2, so it really wasn't. It really made no difference.
Right.
So we have that. Kraken got towards the edge of the board, and I think that was it for the round.
That was his turn. So yours.
So we're going to my turn. I put this. He left this marker here, and when I was going back over the slides, it was really confusing me because I was trying to figure out who this guy was charging in this picture, and I was like, why would I have charged him anyway?
So you didn't pursue him?
We did not pursue him. No, because there's no reason. Did I not pursue him? That's weird. Because the purple spider... Oh, he pursued him, but he did not catch him.
Okay.
So how did the purple spider get...
Well, it's been your... Then you moved. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, I've already moved.
Yeah.
Never mind. I've already moved.
And where's your general?
Because the purple spider is just...
Is he charging, or is he just facing these guys?
Okay. Let's
missing some pictures.
The purple spider, yeah, because I think it's got a little rough there for a minute.
Yes.
The purple spider did not pursue the Legionnaire.
Okay.
Let him go. This turn, the purple spider does have just 1 wound left.
Okay.
So I'm moving him off to the side just to kind of keep him away from stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to preserve that 240 points.
Okay.
While the orange spider came around and is threatening over here the dread judges, as well as...
And you figure, if he
if
doesn't
he
rally, he's going
continues
to
to
run through you.
He'll run through me. At least have to take 1 more test. Now, had I been smart, I would have just, again, circled these guys around and parked them over here on the other side.
Why aren't they facing that guy? Okay.
They are facing him because they're going to shoot arrows into him. Again, not sure why. Into that fleeing guy.
Oh, you can see him through the spider?
No, these 2 spiders. I mean, these 2, it's my turn. These 2 wolf riders stayed here to shoot arrows at him.
Oh, that guy. I'm sorry.
And these guys are going to stay here to shoot arrows at him.
I see.
Where I would have been better served to circle these guys, if nothing else, back here, so they can keep an eye on both sides.
Yeah, if he didn't rally, you could chase him.
Correct.
I guess he's going to run off the table if he doesn't rally anyway. So
close.
Yeah.
Then back to the other one. Sorry.
You charge the 2 characters?
The 2 characters charge into his unit. I only have 2 wounds left on each of them.
Okay.
They both taken a wound at this point.
Okay.
So I charge in and kill a couple, including his BSB. because I issued a challenge and he did not have a champion, I believe.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I killed his BSB in this one.
Okay.
And the goblins finally couldn't. finally lost their steadfast and fled.
And he didn't catch you.
And he failed to catch me. Got that going for me.
Okay.
And there we go. Going on to turn 6. Top of turn 6. He's trapped in combat. But the Dread Legionnaires come in to the flank of my general to help out the Raptor Riders. Again, another mistake I would have made since I won the combat. I should have reformed down to the center of the unit where they could not hit me in the flank. He could have hit me in the flank, but he would have been with much less guys. Meanwhile, the Legionnaire continues to flee and does manage to pass its test again, going through the spider. And at the end of the combat, the Dread Judges have killed my general and turned to face the center of the board. And you can see on the top left, unfortunately, where the Kraken has rallied. But it is turn 6, so he's not going to be able to do anything, but he did rally. So moving on to the bottom of turn 6. Bottom of turn 6, the orange spider has a long charge. I mean, it's not that long. You can see it looks like about 14 into the Dread Legion and the Dread Judges. It's got a 14-inch charge, so I'll take that.
This is where the camera looks funky. It looks like it's 60-degree angle.
It looks like what?
A 60-degree angle, the way you're measuring.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the camera, how the camera works.
Correct. So yeah, the spider decides to go in and try that because there's only 10 of them. I can weather that storm, I think, because I think I've only got 1 wound on me.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I can, at least. It's not guaranteed. So he decides not to take the chance and flees, which guarantees me half points for the unit because it's bottom of turn 6.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the angle, so I could not redirect into guys in the field.
It guarantees you half points for the unit because what?
Because they're fleeing.
But
the Dread Judges.
Oh, the Dread Judges. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Since they didn't stand and take it, they'll give me half points.
Yeah.
But he figured half points he was pretty sure he was going to lose them all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Even in just killing them and running or whatever.
Yeah.
So he decided to just leave and save half the points.
Right.
I do not have the angle to go into the Dread Knights. So cannot make that charge. So that's where it's going to end.
Okay.
So I don't have a lot. I've got a full spider with 1 wound on it. Between the 2 of them, they've got 8 wounds.
There you go. Yeah, one's in good shape.
One's in really good shape, and that's why he ran.
And you have some raiders.
And I've got some raiders, and no points for the goblins because they're below a quarter and fleeing.
And you've lost your general.
So we add up the points.
Wow.
He earned 3,620. I earned 3,650, and barely edged out a win. But he got the bonus 3 points. Okay. I lost the bonus 3, and it went up to a 13-7 win for the Dread Elves.
Okay, so how did you feel about the performance of your army?
I was okay with what they did. I was not over enamored with the big unit of plain orcs, common orcs, which I shouldn't be, I guess.
No, because they have no role in the army.
But they do have the role of being something that should be able to hold something up for a while.
Yeah, they're a block, just like a big block of goblins.
In this game, at least, they performed no better than my block of goblins.
Yeah.
So that has me a little questioning them a bit because I can get goblins for cheaper.
Right, exactly.
And if that's the role I'm going to use them for, I mean, it should be a fluke because they're tough 4, as the goblins are tough 3, so they should last longer as a plug.
As far as casualties, yes.
Correct. So anyway, I'll play around with it and do it. Gnasher Herd, I like the threat of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet because it was there on the flank, threatening stuff. It did attract the attention of his shooting and his spells.
Did the line of sight rules cause any challenge for him and his one Reaper?
It did not. He had
Okay.
the one on the hill,
The one on the hill was clear, but the other one that
and
was
the other one, I think it did a couple turns, and he was just ended up taking shots at spiders. He was unlucky. I think he did hit. I think it might have been what hit the purple spider originally and put a wound on it. I do remember him rolling a 1 or a 2 when he was rolling to wound and only doing a single wound.
right.
So, I mean, there is that.
And you guys both were clearly getting 1 or 2 spells through a turn.
1 or 2 spells a turn, easily.
It didn't really matter for defense. It doesn't matter if your mage dies because you don't get any bonuses
There's
unless you're
unless you
highborn
have
elves.
that,
Yeah.
unless you have that defense, that item.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, going mageless in this system is a lot easier than it was before. Going without a mage.
Yeah, because you don't really gain anything in the magic defense.
As far as defending,
unless you
don't
have
gain
one of
very
those
much.
armies that have defense things.
That have a defensive items
Yeah.
or two. Yes. So anyway, just to,
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing that we have that I haven't seen explored yet.
Yeah.
The problem is magic now being much more reliable. I think you're going to see more people using it
I think so too.
than before. So to see that magicless army, I think is going to be a little rarer.
And I think it's important to double up on your spells.
Double up on your spells.
Double up on if you're doing magic missiles, double up on hexes, whatever you're trying to do, you have to double up on them.
Have 2 of them so
Two
it
of them,
doesn't
so
can't
they-
concentrate on
Right.
one.
They can stop one, but they can't necessarily stop 2. So
Right.
you can always get 1 through, which is
Yeah, I agree. But overall, the army feels kind of the same as it did before. I mean, there's not much, at least not much in the army I ran in here. The unit that I was counting on to do something was the Ed Bashers,
yeah.
and they got knocked so far down that when the Dread Knights charged them, they wiped them out. They
Yes.
never fought.
Just weren't enough of them to.
They in effect never fought. So I don't have an answer for you there to know what I quite think about them yet.
Sure.
So not a really good performance. I mean, I thought I did what I could in this army, this game. So we'll see.
All right.
Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you for listening.
Till next time.